Welcome to our guide on the top 10 must-see places when visiting New York City. Whether you're a first-time visitor or a seasoned traveler, New York has something to offer everyone. In this video, we'll take you through some of the city's most iconic landmarks, hidden gems, and experiences that capture the essence of the Big Apple. Let's dive into the details and explore why each of these places is so special. Let's begin with Times Square, the beating heart of Manhattan and often referred to as the crossroads of the world. Known for its enormous, brightly lit billboards, neon lights, and constant flow of people, Times Square is the epitome of the city that never sleeps. It's a hub for entertainment, shopping, and culture. One of the main attractions here is the TKTS booth, where you can snag discounted tickets to some of Broadway's biggest shows. For fans of street performers, Times Square is a feast for the eyes with breakdancers, costumed characters, and musicians performing throughout the day. If you're visiting in late December, you won't want to miss the New Year's Eve ball drop, a tradition that draws millions both in person and on TV. The atmosphere is buzzing around the clock, and while many people may call it touristy, it remains a quintessential part of the New York experience. Next, we head to Central Park, a vast oasis that stretches across 843 acres in the middle of Manhattan. It's one of the most famous urban parks in the world and offers an incredible array of activities for visitors. You can rent a bike and cycle around the park's extensive trails, take a horse-drawn carriage ride, or simply enjoy a quiet stroll through its numerous gardens and wooded areas. Highlights of Central Park include strawberry fields, a peaceful memorial to John Lennon, and the Central Park Zoo, which is home to a wide variety of animals including sea lions and snow leopards. The park also features iconic spots like Bow Bridge, which offers stunning views of the city's skyline and is a favorite spot for photographers. The boating lake near Bethesda Terrace is another great activity, where you can rent a rowboat and paddle around the water, surrounded by lush greenery. In the winter, the Woolman Rink transforms into an ice skating wonderland with the backdrop of Manhattan's towering skyscrapers. A visit to the Empire State Building is a must for anyone traveling to New York City. Standing at a staggering 1,454 feet tall, this Art Deco masterpiece has been an iconic part of the skyline since its completion in 1931. The observation decks on the 86th and 102nd floors offer unrivaled panoramic views of New York's 5 boroughs and beyond. On a clear day, you can see all the way to neighboring states like New Jersey and Pennsylvania. At night, the Empire State Building lights up with different colors to commemorate holidays and events, adding a unique visual experience for anyone in the city. Inside, visitors can learn about the building's history through interactive exhibits, including King Kong displays and videos about how the skyscraper was built. For an extra special experience, try visiting at sunset to watch the city transform from day to night, with the streets below becoming a glowing grid of lights. Next on the list is the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island, two landmarks that symbolize the ideals of freedom and opportunity in the United States. The Statue of Liberty, designed by Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi and gifted by France in 1886, stands as a symbol of hope and democracy. To visit, you'll take a ferry from Battery Park that first stops at Liberty Island, where you can walk around the statue's pedestal for close-up views or climb up to the crown for a panoramic vista of the harbor. If you're interested in history, Ellis Island is your next stop. It was the gateway for over 12 million immigrants from 1892 to 1954, and the museum here offers poignant exhibits on the immigrant experience. You can explore the registry room, where so many hopefuls first set foot in America, and even search the database to find records of your ancestors who may have passed through these halls. For art lovers, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, or the Met, is an essential stop. This world-renowned museum houses over 2 million pieces of art spanning 5,000 years of history, from ancient civilizations to modern masterpieces. Some highlights include the Egyptian Temple of Denda, a fully reconstructed ancient temple surrounded by water and sunlight, and the European Paintings section, which features works by Van Gogh, Rembrandt, and Monet. The museum's Costume Institute also showcases fashion exhibits, often focusing on different designers or historical trends. If you're visiting in the summer, don't miss the Met's rooftop garden, which offers stunning views of Central Park and contemporary art installations. The Met is massive, so plan to spend a few hours here if you want to fully explore its various galleries. The 9/11 Memorial and Museum is a deeply moving site that commemorates the nearly 3,000 lives lost during the terrorist attacks on September 11, 2001. The memorial features two enormous reflecting pools set in the footprints of where the Twin Towers once stood. The names of every victim are inscribed around the pools, making for a somber and reflective experience. Beneath the memorial lies the museum, which offers a detailed account of the events of that tragic day, as well as personal stories from survivors, first responders, and the families of victims. Artifacts recovered from the site, including pieces of the towers and damaged fire trucks, provide a powerful reminder of the attack's devastation. Visiting this site is a deeply emotional experience but an essential one for understanding how New York City and the world were changed by the events of 9/11. For a different kind of urban experience, head to the Highline, an elevated park built on a former freight rail line. This 1.45-mile-long park runs through the Meatpacking District, Chelsea, and Hudson Yards, offering a unique perspective of the city. The park is beautifully landscaped with gardens, art installations, and seating areas where you can relax and take in the views of the Hudson River and Manhattan's bustling streets below. Throughout the year, the Highline hosts a variety of events, including outdoor performances, art exhibits, and educational programs. It's a great way to experience New York's creativity and innovation while escaping the chaos of the streets below. On weekends, the park can get busy, so it's best to visit early in the morning or during the week if you want a quieter experience. No trip to New York City is complete without experiencing the magic of Broadway. The theater district is home to some of the world's best productions, from long-running classics to exciting new shows. Whether you're in the mood for a timeless musical like The Lion King or a more modern production like Hamilton, there's a Broadway show for everyone. While tickets for top-tier shows can be expensive, there are ways to see Broadway on a budget. You can enter a lottery for discounted tickets, try standing room-only options, or visit the TKTS booth in Times Square for same-day deals. Even if you're not catching a show, walking around the theater district is an experience in itself, as the lights, marquees, and crowds create an atmosphere that's full of excitement. For those looking to explore Brooklyn, DUMBO, down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass, offers a mix of old industrial charm and modern artsy flair. The neighborhood's cobblestone streets and brick buildings give it a historical feel, while the chic boutiques, art galleries, and cafes make it one of the trendiest spots in the city. One of the main highlights of DUMBO is the Brooklyn Bridge Park, a beautiful waterfront space that offers breathtaking views of the Manhattan skyline, especially during sunset. You can also take a walk along the Brooklyn Bridge itself, which offers fantastic photo opportunities of both the city and the East River. This area is perfect for those who want to explore beyond Manhattan and see another side of New York City. Finally, we end our tour at Rockefeller Center, a bustling complex located in the heart of Midtown Manhattan. During the winter, it's famous for its giant Christmas tree and ice skating rink, but there's much more to see and do here year-round. Take a tour of the NBC studios to see where shows like Saturday Night Live are filmed, or visit Radio City Music Hall, one of the world's most iconic performance venues. The top of the Rock Observation Deck offers stunning views of the city, and many argue that the view from here is even better than from the Empire State Building, as it includes Central Park and the Empire State itself in the vista. The Rockefeller Plaza is also home to some fantastic shopping, dining, and art installations, making it a great place to spend a few hours soaking in the atmosphere of New York. That wraps up our detailed list of the top 10 places to see in New York City. From iconic landmarks like the Empire State Building to cultural treasures like the Met and the vibrant neighborhoods like DUMBO, there's so much to explore in this incredible city. Whether you're visiting for the first time or the 10th, these places offer a glimpse into what makes New York City truly unique. Thanks for watching, and we hope this guide helps you make the most of your trip to the Big Apple.